Hello and welcome to the Alchemy of the Stones. My name is Slavica Petković-Vogler. I'm originally from Serbia and I would like to invite you to visit my website, which is www.alchemyofthestones.com. So basically this is a very unique and unknown method of divination. It comes from Kazakhstan and Mongolia, and the first written document was actually in the Turkish language. So this very unique and profound method of divination comes from the 9th century. Since that period of time, from that area, this unique system actually was transmitted orally through the female lineage in the family. So I received this knowledge from my mother-in-law, and of course I passed this knowledge to my daughter Mirjana Vogler. From 2012 I start with the workshops, and from that period of time I transmit this knowledge to everybody who wants to participate. Basically, this video is actually about the book Alchemy of the Stones and about the webinar that it will be soon in a couple of weeks available, so everybody can participate. What is on the book? It will be actually also through the webinars. To inform you a little bit what is so unique and special about this method of divination is actually one of the things that it is very important, and that's that you can't find the stones in a shop, or you can't buy them like a cards or tarot cards or angel cards. If you want to really learn and practice this method of divination, you need to find your own stones. So the book Alchemy of the Stone has 3 chapters. The first chapter is how you will find your own stones. So each stone has a shape and have a size of the fingernails, have particular shape and color and feature. So there is a unique stone actually for you. And these connections with the stone is very much a little bit like shamanic path, because you have really raw material from the Mother Earth. This method is actually really deep connection with Mother Earth and elements that is in the Mother Earth, and that's the world of mineral and stones. So the first chapter has 10 illustrations, and you can have a clue how the stones look like. And the second chapter is quite important, and it is, I would like to say, deep understanding of the language of the symbols, because each stone have actually a symbolic meaning, number, and has particular elements, belong to the particular elements, and you really need to discover a lot of information just from one stone, and you have 41. The second chapter is a little bit like perfect position of each stone. And in this chapter, you can find 9 mandalas. Of course, I will not talk about 9 mandalas. I will just mention 3 of them. And the first mandala that I would like to explain is a mandala of the lotus flower. And it's made with only 25 stones. And they actually send you the message that the Buddha nature is all the time present, and it is beyond life and death. And it's a little bit express what is a karma and how we can see the karma and how the karma works. So of course this graphic picture, this mandala, is for the people who understand a little bit the Buddhist point of view. The second mandala is the mandala that shows the absolute love, and it is mandala of the cross. And it talks a little bit about the absolute love that actually we can experience through the 4 stones that belong to the love mandala and the 4 stones that belong to the ruling mandala. So basically it's a little bit about how you're going to rule your emotional life and how you can maybe get the deep understanding what is about and how you can see the absolute love, because it's something that you can't touch. So every mandala is actually really very deep understanding of the language of the symbols and stones and their position and how they can transmit the knowledge. And of course the cross is connection with the spiritual path of Christianity. The last mandala is the mandala where actually you can see all 41 stones. So the mandala of the lotus flower and the mandala of the cross, they're made with 25 symbols, 25 stones. But the last mandala, the mandala of the tree of life, is composed with 41 stones. So basically it's a little bit like that you have 10 small mandalas, and each mandala have 4 stones, and each of these 10 mandalas express different area in your life. So, of course, when you get this understand of this position, how the mandalas are and how they are connected together, you can see a little bit the point of view of the Jewish spiritual path and the part that belong to the Jewish tradition. What is very unique is that actually in the second chapter, which I call a universal mandala, the outside world doesn't exist. So duality is not present there. It's actually something that is perfect. But of course, our life is not so perfect, especially now these days. So the third chapter has 8 examples. So you can see actually how you move from this perfect position where the dualism is not present to the actually outside world. So in this last chapter is actually more technique, and this technique is a little bit how you make the individual mandala, which is your own point of view and your own dualistic vision. It's a little bit disorder from the second chapter to the third chapter. This knowledge is absolutely unknown, and I must say that I think it's very important these days because you can actually work with the stones, you can connect with them, and you can have a lot of messages from them, and they can really lead you. I would like to thank you all from all the support that I had through all this time, and especially to my children, to my disciples that they are practicing now Alchemy of the Stones. They really push me a lot. Special thanks to my friends, my customers, and of course I feel big gratitude towards my mother-in-law who passed this knowledge to me. Big gratitude to my teacher, spiritual teacher Nauke Norbu Rinpoche, because in the late 80s actually, when I met him, I had an auspicious dream with a really strong voice, and this voice was about that I can't have any more in my hands Alibaba and 41 thieves. The stone's supposed to be an army that lead people towards happiest decision, a good life, and prosperity. So I'm looking forward that you contact me through my email, which is info@alchemyofthestones.com. And of course, the webinar will be also available in the Serbian language. And I hope I will see you soon. Bye.